friends, welcome back to our channel. Today I'll share with you some easy rustic Christmas DIYs and I hope you will like them. Let's go ahead and get started. For the first project, I will share with you how I made DIY rattan bell. So in my previous videos, I asked everybody to introduce themselves and to tell me what they would like to see in my upcoming videos. And one of the subscribers, Teresa, she mentioned she would like to see rattan Christmas tabletop Christmas tree. So as you can see, they're very expensive, and I know I can create this on a budget. So I attempted to make it, and I have to tell you right away, it was not successful this time, but I'm not giving up. Okay, so I had this styrofoam from some packaging. So I took just this packing tape to create a circle, and I cut it up as best as I could. Okay, so after I had this, I took some skewers, and then first I wanted to stick them in, but they were not really sticking well. So what I did, I kind of like halfway stick them in from the outside, and then also I glued them with a hot glue to secure them in place. I put 8 of them, and here they are. Okay, next, I decided to take extra hot glue and just add it for protection. Okay, next I took this raffia paper ribbon. I actually ordered it off of Amazon. It was very inexpensive, I think about $5 or $6, and there's a lot of it. Okay, so first I glued it on the bottom to cover up the bottom and also just to start it off nicely. So I went all the way around several times next to putting the ribbon next to each other and using a hot glue to secure it in place. After I was done with the one layer, I actually decided to go with another one just because there was some spots that you could see through, and I didn't want that. I really wanted it to be nice and smooth. So after I was done with this one, I went with the second layer. It was not as dense as the first one. It was just to fill out all the spots where I was not happy with. And if you're using any other type of ribbon, you don't really have to do it twice. This was just because this ribbon was showing a little bit. It was not as thick, if that makes sense. Okay, after I was happy with the way it looks like, it was time to start going up towards the up the tree. So what I did, actually, I started, as you can see over here, wrapping a ribbon around one skewer, like so. I was just making sure that it lays flat because this was this ribbon was flat. It wasn't like a round, if that makes sense. So you wrap it one time around each skewer and then go on to the next one. And then again, wrap it around that skewer and go on to the next one. You will see what I'm doing over here in just a second. It's gonna make sense. I cut strips because it's gonna be easier. It was easier to work with the ribbon, but if you want to keep it in a spool, you can certainly do that. And here it is over here. I'm showing a little bit of close-up what I'm doing. So like I said, you go on to the next one, you wrap it around and go onto the next one and keep on doing all the way around. I was pushing it down a little bit just to make sure it's nice and dense. I didn't want it to be too sparse. So after I was done with this ribbon, I actually realized that it's not going to be, the styrofoam will be visible, as you can see over here. So what I wanted to do is to cover it up. I just took a piece of cardboard that I had on hand and I cut out circle and I cut it out until the size was perfect, and I just put it inside. And that way everything will be nice and covered. And then that perimeter around that's still visible a little bit, I'm going to cover it up later with the rest of the ribbon. Okay. Now I just continued going all the way around. Now this is the part where it didn't turn out the way I wanted. at some point over here, I realized this is not really looking like a Christmas tree, at least not the way I expected it to look. So it looked more like bells. So I went online and searched for some bells. Some of them are very expensive and some of them are pretty reasonable. But since I already made this one, let's go ahead and go with that. So I cut off the rest of the skewers, and then on the bottom now, since this is not a Christmas tree, I needed to get rid of that styrofoam. So I cut out as much as I could, as you can see over here, and I will just wrap it up in raffia. If you're doing the bell, you could just take some kind of a lid or shower curtain ring or something like that, that you can just have that circle on the bottom to be hollow on the inside, if that makes sense. So on the top, what I did, I was just weaving it through to continue kind of the pattern that I had all the way around. That was the best thing that came to my mind, how to finish this off. And I wanted to show you the whole thought process, how I thought it's going to be one thing and ended up being different thing. Sometimes the projects don't turn out the way we want them, or actually the way that we imagined. Sometimes they turn out way better, sometimes not. So in this case, I really think it turned out better, to be honest, but I want to hear what you guys think at the end. So now I took the strand of the, I believe it was macrame cord that I had on hand. I wrapped it 3 times. I glued it, or actually not wrapped it, coiled it 3 times, and I glued it on the top of the bell, and I just glued them together like so. And I just had this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It's chenille, I believe, ribbon. I'm not sure. And I just wrapped it around and tied a knot, and that's pretty much it. That was it for this bell. I love how it turned out, honestly. I might create 2 more different sizes and then just let them hang on the front door or something like that. I really like it. I want to hear what you guys think about this idea, and then I want to also tell you that I will keep on trying. I really want to make a rattan Christmas tree, tabletop Christmas tree. I will not give up. If you guys have any other ideas how to create a rattan DIY Christmas tree, please let me know. I am open to new ideas and suggestions. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We're so happy you're here. Recently, we gained a lot of new viewers, new subscribers, and I'm so happy to hear that. I am glad you guys are here and you're enjoying what I'm creating. So if you want to see more of our videos, we do a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips. We used to do some home improvement DIYs, might be more in the future. If something like that interests you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you're not already subscribed, I've noticed that a lot of people watch, but they're not subscribed. It would really mean a lot to us if you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And do not forget to click on notification bell on so you don't miss any of our new uploads. Alrighty, for the next project, I am sharing Christmas napkin ring. I took this cardboard roll, I believe it was leftover roll of either some kind of ribbon, but you can really use from the paper towel or foil or something like that. So this one was already this size, which was perfect for me, but if you want to cut it or make it smaller, you certainly can. So I took this macrame cord that I had on hand, and then I used a little dab of hot glue on a few spots, and then I wrapped it on the top portion, and then also I'll do the same thing on the other portion, like so. After that, I'm using this new paint, acrylic paint that I got off of Amazon. I'm going to link it down below. And then I just painted all the way around. I also, after the first layer, I just dabbed it. But really, you can use any color that you have, that you prefer, or that matches your decor. Alrighty. Like I said, this is the first layer. After that, I just decided to dab to kind of create that antique vintage look. After everything was dried, I am going to use antique wax that I had on hand, and I'm gonna take a paper towel and just lightly rub it on some spots, especially on those raised parts, just to make it look even more vintage and old. Again, this is optional. You can just use one color. You can use any color that you prefer or that matches your decor. And after all this was nice and dried, the only thing I wanted to do is to just embellish it a little bit to make it more Christmassy. I had this picks that I got off of Amazon, and I'm going to just cut out one little piece of it and glue it right in the middle. And that's going to be it for this napkin ring. I love creating napkin rings. They're so easy to make, and you can use things that you have on hand. I have actually a video of, I believe, 10 napkin rings, and you guys really, really liked it. So this is really something that you can create to add to your tablescape. Tell me what you think about this idea. Did you like it? Would you recreate it? And what would you change if you would change something? If you made it this far, I would like for you to introduce yourself in the comments down below and also comment the word Christmas. And now let's go ahead and continue with the last DIY for today. Alrighty, the last one will be tabletop Christmas tree. Okay, so I started off with these craft sticks. I believe these are from Home Improvement Store, but you can really use any that you have on hand. I'm using these miter shears to cut it. Mine, or for some reason, maybe the blade is dull. It's not really cutting properly, so I had to really use strength to cut them. But anyway, so I cut out, I believe it was 29, 30 of them. I'm not sure, but it really depends on the cone, size of the cone that you have. And as you can see, the from the top row was bigger pieces, and then as I was going down, I was making smaller and smaller pieces. And taking this styrofoam cone from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just start gluing these larger pieces first on the bottom all the way around. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Should I overlap it or not? But I actually decided to just glue them next to each other. Slightly overlapping, nothing too much. And then I went all the way around the first row. After that first row was done, it was time to glue the second one. Again, I went back and forth to figure out, do I want to glue it so the top one overlap the bottom two, like in the middle of bottom two, or should I just overlap it perfectly on top of each other? And I went with a not overlapping. I really wanted to go on top of each other because that way it will lie more flat. This is not a paper, it's a wooden stick, so it's not as forgiving as paper. So there will be eventually some gaps, but when we come to that, I'll explain how I took care of that. So again, I was just gluing it all the way around, and when I went to the top, last few, as you can see over here, there's some gaps. So how I dealt with it is I cut those popsicle sticks in half, and I just glue them in between. So that way it will create kind of like a layers that the Christmas or actually trees normally have. There's some branches sticking out. Nothing is really perfect. So that's what I did over here. Now I did that on all the places where it's actually needed, where there was some kind of gap. For the top portion, I just had to cut out the as you can see me over here, top a little bit off of the corners of the top. That way it will lay better, and I did that to all of them. And now the only thing left to do is to add little bits on the bottom. Again, I created kind of like a tear shape, and I just stick them in. It was so snug that I didn't really have to use glue at all. Now, at this point, you can really use any paint that you want. You can even leave it as it is, or you can use antique wax. I decided to go with acrylic paint in a color white that I had on hand. Now this one is not really thick or anything, so it was more like a whitewash, but like heavier whitewash, if that makes sense. And also I'm not a glitter girl, but I really wanted to use just a little smidge of glitter to create that glistening on the light. I really like that. So I was just, like I said, using this paint, and you can see over here already it's not really good coverage, which was good for what I wanted. I took off a little bit with a paper towel, but honestly there was no need. As this wood was soaking in the color, it got even lighter. So after I was done with that one layer, I just added very little glitter. As you can see over here, barely any. You can go heavier if you prefer glitter. I didn't want it, and I shook off the excess, and that way there was only a little bit left over and it will dry with the paint. And I did the same thing to all the way around the Christmas tree, and I think it looks great. For the top of the Christmas tree, the only thing I had was this was the cap of a wine, and I liked the way it looks, the shapes, and also it had some ridges on it. So first I decided to just glue it, but honestly the size was not fitting properly. So what I did, I took it off and I got some popsicle sticks. I glued them together to make it thicker, and then I just stuck them in the middle of the Christmas tree on that styrofoam, and I pushed it all the way down. And when I reached the height that I wanted, I just added a hot glue on top of it and then stuck the cap. That way it was very nice and snug. And that's it for this project. I think it looks cute. There's always space in our home, I believe, for a tabletop Christmas tree, and I created a lot again in my previous years. I can link them down below for you guys to see it. But tell me what you think about this idea. Would you change something? Would you recreate it? And also, which one of these was your favorite? I would appreciate you guys sticking around. There's a lot of good videos planned for the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.